There is a legend only a few people know. On an unusually cold night, an old woman who lived alone in the Frostwood Forest went out in search of firewood. But a sudden cry broke the forest's silence. It was the sound of a baby, crying beneath an oak tree. The old woman approached the tree. A baby girl lay alone, abandoned in the wild forest on the cold winter's night. The cry touched the woman's heart. She held the baby and gently wiped her face. Suddenly, the child stopped crying and gave her a sincere smile. Just as she smiled, the sky lit up with one of nature's most beautiful phenomena. For this reason, the old woman named her Aurora. Aurora grew up into a cheerful little girl, raised as the old woman's grandchild. She had eyes as clear as the morning dew, a soul as harmless as a dove's, and thoughts as fresh as the new-grown green leaves of spring. Aurora lived in perfect harmony with the purity of nature. One day, Aurora witnessed a pack of wolves hunting one of her dear friends. As she approached the injured deer, she felt deep sorrow for the first time in her life. In her sadness, Aurora began to chant. Her beautiful chant expressed her hope for goodness and harmony. The land around her became radiant, and the deer's injury healed. Watching from a distance, her grandmother realized Aurora was no ordinary child. Meanwhile, in the neighboring village of Silverton, rumors flew about the Emperor's latest decree. If anyone could heal his illness, he would reward them greatly. Among those who heard the news was a young, ambitious musician named Beck. Beck ventured into the woods to look for medicinal herbs for the Emperor. Instead, he saw a miracle. A young woman chanted in the woods, and her beautiful voice affected all living things. Wild animals became tame, dry flowers blossomed, and dark souls became as pure as the waters of a spring. Beck revealed himself, surprising Aurora. In her innocence, however, she didn't realize Beck intended to use her for his own ambition. He told her the evil world needed to be healed by her magical voice. Convinced by Beck's crafty words, Aurora agreed to go with him. At first, her grandmother forbade her from leaving, but then she changed her mind. She realized Aurora needed to find her own destiny, explore the world, and learn who she truly was. Now, two unlikely companions embark on an adventure together. A naive woman who believes the world to be as beautiful and pure as her own soul, and an ambitious young man ready to fight for worldly possessions. How will their story end? Chapter 1: Elvenwood. Beck, look at this place. It's so gloomy. Didn't you say this is the Elven Palace? Grandma told me the land of the elves and fairies was beautiful.
That's just a myth. This place has long been this way. Let's hurry through so we'll reach the Imperial capital quicker.
Humans? What are you doing here?
Oh no! An elf! Well, we just want to pass through, really. We're heading to the imperial capital. Excuse us.
Hello, Miss Elf. You're as pretty as I imagined you would be. I always thought elves and fairies were beautiful creatures that lived in a beautiful village. I was a bit disappointed when we arrived and saw this place.
Psst! Aurora! What are you saying?
How dare you talk like that, little girl? What do you know about us?
I thought elves and fairies would sing and rejoice, but I sense a lot of fear in this place.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, miss. This child does not know anything about you. Please do not harm us.
I would have been upset if the sentence came from your mouth instead of hers. But the child's words are true. Who are you?
My name is Aurora. May I enter the village?
Aurora. You are allowed. But you, the man, stop there. Only she may pass.